Hey everybody, it's me, Greg Manarino. How are you today? It is Friday, December 15th, 2017. Alright people, this is what we need to watch right now. Just like yesterday, stocks are higher at the open and we're seeing the bond market sell off. Now if you recall, yesterday, it's almost a mirror image, so we're going to need to talk about this. The open yesterday, stocks were higher across the board. Then we had a sell-off in the bond market, which put pressure on stocks, which did finish down for the entire day, all the major indices, despite the fact that they got in there and bought bonds like there was no tomorrow. Now again, as I am doing this video blog, it's early here. Markets opened up just a little while ago. Stocks open higher. Bonds are selling off. Now, I'm not saying that the stock market is going to reverse, but yesterday was a red flag. Let's see if we get another red flag today. I explained to you that you have to be cautious here. I also explained to you how I was playing this. Very, very simple. I have calls on SPY. I have calls on Facebook, but these positions are hedged. So frankly, I'm sitting back. I'm sitting pretty. I'm very happy. I almost don't care what happens right now. But we need to keep an eye on this. It's so important. And it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out throughout the day. So if you're interested in watching that bond market and how they rig it every single time, go to my website, traderschoice.net, right side of the page, under the chat room. You'll see right now bonds are selling off despite the fact that stocks are higher, exactly like yesterday. If we can, in my view, or my best guess here, is if bonds continue to sell off, stocks will follow. All right? Let's see how it plays out. They might get in here like right now, for all I know, and start propping that bond market up. They will not allow it to fall. Again, they have got to manage this bond market at all costs, despite what it's doing to the yield curve. This is the Federal Reserve pushing that yield curve flatter, because all they're concerned about right now is propping up the bond market to keep stocks up. It's fake. Hashtag fake markets, people. You know that. Anyway, let's watch this dynamic today. It's right now mirroring what happened yesterday morning. Will it play out the same way? I don't know. But it's going to be very interesting to watch. All right. I want to cover gold, silver, and Bitcoin here real quick. Let's do gold and silver first. Gold and silver are higher today. Now, that's also something else that is gamed big time by Wall Street, by the London Gold Fix. We're going to keep our eye on that as well. And a lot of you continue to write to me every day, literally every day, about how, Greg, should I be buying calls here on SLV? Greg, should I be buying calls here on GLD, the paper derivatives? No. I hate it. I don't even look at it. I don't care what it does. I don't look at it. I don't care what it does. They're not real. I don't know how many times I've said this. Thousands. You all know that. So for those of you that are writing to me about these things, I'm not going to write back to you. I'm going to cover it here, and that's how I feel about it. So I hope you're watching these videos, because I don't even want to talk about the derivatives of gold and silver if they're not real. So if they're absolutely not real, so the market's not real, but it's a little bit different. It's not, this price of it's not being set by the major banks, although I guess that could be debated as well. I'm not going to trade the derivatives here anymore, as far as I'm concerned, with regard to gold and silver. Now, Bitcoin. I'm on record saying that the price of Bitcoin is going to follow the futures. The futures are being bid up. Bitcoin is higher here. There is so much malarkey, so much garbage out there about what I have been saying, and all of you who follow this blog can attest. I never said that Bitcoin was going to crash or Bitcoin was going to go to zero. I never said. I laugh at this stuff. I really do. But again, the futures markets exist so Bitcoin can be gamed. They're buying up those futures here, and they're going to buy up Bitcoin to meet those futures. Understand that. Or vice versa. Bitcoin, in my opinion, because Wall Street's got their hand on it now, its price action will be dictated by the street. And anyone out here, any person who thinks they understand Bitcoin better than the next guy, well, you just don't understand. And just do a little research on your own. Wall Street games everything. Name one thing ever, one, that has not been gamed by Wall Street. It just doesn't happen, people. It's a rigged system, and again, I'm also on record saying I was disappointed when I found out that Bitcoin was going to be traded on a futures exchange. It's awful. A lot of cash that would have been going into Bitcoin now is now going into alternative coins. So we'll see how that plays out. But as far as I'm concerned, wherever the futures go is where the price of Bitcoin is going to go. So it makes it very simple to play Bitcoin if you wanted to. Me, I'm not getting in Bitcoin right now. I made a very nice profit on Bitcoin, which I covered for all of you. I'm now reallocating those funds into other things at this time here. I don't see myself getting back in here. I might. Let me just say this real quick. I've been considering this. In fact, I almost did it. I might be buying Ether or Litecoin here. I'm not sure. I'm going to sit back here. I want to see what happens over the next week or so with regard to how cash is, which I believe would have been going into Bitcoin, is now leaving, going into these other coins. I want to watch this dynamic for a little while, and a lot of you have been writing to me about that as well. All right, look, I think I covered the most important thing to me right now. I mean, as an equity derivatives trader, that's what I do, is watching the bond market action today. Stocks are higher just like yesterday. Bond market is under pressure. Will stocks follow? That's anyone's guess right here. And it's going to be interesting to watch. And I will talk about all of this later at the end of the day at my post-market wrap-up. All right, everyone. I'm going to let you go. I will see you and you and you and you later on. Over now.